NVIDIA unveils RTX Spark and Vera CPU to power the next generation of AI PCs. Jensen Huang. NVIDIA launches Superchip, putting AI power into laptops and PCs. NVIDIA's Superchip revolution, the day personal computers became AI partners. Introduction, a new chapter in computing history. For decades, personal computers have followed the same basic model. Humans sat in front of a screen. Humans moved a mouse. Humans typed commands on a keyboard. The computer obeyed. That relationship has defined computing since the early 1980s. But on a warm morning in Taipei at Computex 2026, NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang stepped onto the stage and made a declaration that could redefine the future of computing. According to Huang, the era of humans manually controlling computers is beginning to fade. In its place comes something entirely different, an AI-powered personal computer capable of understanding, reasoning, planning, and acting on behalf of its user. The technology behind that vision is NVIDIA's new RTX Spark Superchip. And if NVIDIA is correct, this announcement may eventually be remembered alongside the launch of the iPhone, the rise of cloud computing, and the arrival of ChatGPT. The personal computer is about to become an AI agent, the company that changed everything. To understand why this announcement matters, we need to understand NVIDIA's journey. Just a decade ago, NVIDIA was primarily known for gaming graphics cards. Gamers bought GeForce GPUs. Designers used NVIDIA workstations. Researchers experimented with machine learning. Then artificial intelligence exploded. As AI models became larger and more sophisticated, companies discovered that NVIDIA's graphics processors were uniquely suited for training them. Suddenly, every major technology company needed NVIDIA hardware. OpenAI needed NVIDIA. Microsoft needed NVIDIA. Google needed NVIDIA. Amazon needed NVIDIA. Meta needed NVIDIA. The result was one of the most remarkable corporate growth stories in history. By 2026, NVIDIA had become one of the world's most valuable companies, reaching a market capitalization of roughly $5 trillion. Most of that success came from data centers, massive AI factories, gigantic server farms, warehouses packed with GPUs. But Jensen Huang knew something important. The next phase of AI would not stay inside data centers. It would eventually move into people's homes, onto their desks, into their backpacks, into their personal computers. And that realization led to RTX Spark. The birth of RTX Spark. The development of RTX Spark was not an overnight project. According to NVIDIA, it involved more than 3 years of collaboration with Microsoft. The mission was ambitious. Create a chip powerful enough to run advanced AI agents directly on a personal computer. Not in the cloud. Not on remote servers. Not through an internet connection. Directly on the machine sitting in front of the user. This required solving several difficult problems simultaneously. The system had to be powerful. The system had to be energy efficient. The system had to fit inside thin and lightweight laptops. And most importantly, the system had to process AI workloads locally. To achieve this goal, NVIDIA partnered with MediaTek to create a completely new architecture. The result became RTX Spark, a chip that combines advanced CPU capabilities with NVIDIA's AI-optimized GPU technology. In essence, it brings data center-style AI processing into a personal computer. The end of mouse and keyboard? The most shocking claim from NVIDIA was not the chip itself. It was what the chip could enable. For decades, users interacted with computers manually. Open an application. Click a button. Type a command. Repeat. RTX Spark introduces a different model. Instead of telling the computer exactly how to do something, users simply tell the AI what outcome they want. The AI agent figures out the steps. Imagine saying, create a presentation summarizing last quarter sales performance. The AI gathers the data, creates charts, builds slides, formats the presentation, adds speaker notes, and delivers a finished result. No manual clicking. No opening applications. No searching through menus. The AI handles everything. In NVIDIA's vision, the mouse and keyboard become secondary tools rather than primary interfaces. Computers become proactive assistants instead of passive machines. This concept is known as agentic AI, and NVIDIA believes it represents the future of personal computing, reinventing the PC after 40 years. During his Computex presentation, Jensen Huang made a bold statement. He said NVIDIA was reimagining the personal computer for the first time in 40 years. That statement may sound dramatic, but there is a compelling argument behind it. Since the launch of graphical user interfaces in the 1980s, the fundamental interaction model has barely changed. Icons, windows, menus, pointers. The modern PC is still built around these concepts. AI agents introduce an entirely different paradigm. Instead of navigating software yourself, software begins navigating itself. Applications become invisible. Tasks become conversational. Workflows become automated. The computer becomes less of a tool and more of a collaborator. This is the transformation NVIDIA hopes RTX Spark will accelerate. Why local AI matters. Many people already use AI assistants today. ChatGPT,
Claude,
Gemini,
Copilot.
Most of these systems depend heavily on cloud infrastructure. Every request travels across the internet to powerful remote servers. The server performs the computation and returns the answer. This approach works well, but has limitations. Latency, privacy concerns, internet dependence, operational costs. RTX Spark addresses these issues by running advanced AI models locally. That means faster responses, improved privacy, reduced cloud costs, offline functionality, greater personalization. Your AI agent can understand your files, habits, and workflows without constantly sending information to remote servers. For businesses handling sensitive information, this capability could be particularly attractive. The new AI arms race. NVIDIA's announcement also opens a new front in the semiconductor industry. For years, competition centered around smartphones and data centers. Now personal AI computers have become the next battlefield. NVIDIA faces competition from Intel, AMD, Qualcomm, Apple. Each company is pursuing its own AI strategy. Apple is integrating AI deeply into its devices. Qualcomm is focusing on AI-powered Windows laptops. AMD continues expanding AI acceleration across consumer hardware. Intel is developing new generations of AI processors designed specifically for autonomous AI agents. The race is no longer about building faster computers. It is about building smarter computers. And the winner could define the next decade of personal technology. The Vera CPU. Alongside RTX Spark, NVIDIA introduced another major innovation, the Vera CPU. This processor represents NVIDIA's growing ambition beyond graphics technology. Historically, CPUs and GPUs came from different companies. Now NVIDIA wants to provide both. The Vera CPU is designed specifically for AI workloads. Early adopters reportedly include some of the world's most influential AI organizations: OpenAI, Anthropic, SpaceX. These organizations require enormous computational capabilities. Their adoption signals confidence in NVIDIA's broader vision. The company no longer wants to be merely a GPU supplier. It wants to become the foundation of the entire AI ecosystem. The iPhone moment for PCs? Industry analysts immediately recognized the significance of the announcement. Some compared RTX Spark to transformative technology milestones. The iPhone changed mobile computing. ChatGPT changed human-AI interaction. DeepSeek demonstrated new possibilities in AI efficiency. RTX Spark could potentially do something similar for personal computers. The reasoning is simple. Most people do not want more complex technology. They want technology that does more for them. AI agents promise exactly that. Instead of learning software, users simply communicate objectives. The AI handles execution. If successful, this shift could dramatically expand AI adoption among mainstream consumers. What about jobs? No discussion about AI is complete without addressing employment concerns. Many experts warn that AI could eliminate millions of jobs. Software engineering is often mentioned as a vulnerable profession. Jensen Huang disagrees strongly. At Computex, he dismissed the idea that AI would reduce demand for software engineers. According to Huang, AI increases productivity. When productivity increases, companies often expand ambitions. Expanded ambitions require more developers. More developers require more tools. And more tools create additional opportunities. In Huang's view, AI is not replacing software engineers. It is amplifying them. Whether history ultimately proves him right remains to be seen. But his argument reflects a broader belief that technological revolutions often create new industries even as they transform existing ones. The challenges ahead. Despite the excitement, RTX Spark faces significant hurdles. Consumer adoption is never guaranteed. Developers must build compelling AI agent experiences. Businesses must demonstrate practical value. Hardware costs must become affordable. Privacy concerns must be addressed. And users must be convinced that AI agents genuinely improve their lives. Analysts note that the opportunity is enormous, but it is likely a long-term play. For now, NVIDIA's revenue remains overwhelmingly dependent on AI infrastructure and data center demand. RTX Spark represents a bet on what comes next. The future of computing. Imagine opening a laptop in 2031. There is no complicated desktop, no endless folders, no maze of applications. Instead, an intelligent AI assistant greets you. It knows your schedule, understands your projects, organizes your information, completes routine work, coordinates tasks across applications automatically, acts as a digital employee working alongside you. That future may still be years away, but NVIDIA believes the journey begins today. With RTX Spark and Vera, the company is attempting something bigger than launching another chip. It is trying to redefine the relationship between humans and computers. For 40 years, people have learned how to use computers. The next 40 years may be about computers learning how to work for people. And if Jensen Huang's vision succeeds, the RTX Spark announcement may be remembered as the moment that transformation truly began.